Hi there, welcome to the video. In this video, we're going to have a kind of a throwback Thursday. I'm going to look at an old game. I was doing commentary today for the Icelandic Championship, and while doing that, I found there were some old score sheets on the table, and those are some old, we call these Monrad cards. So this is the winner. We played in the first round, second round, etc. You know, how the game went and total points, etc. Don't know how you can see it. But I found my name, and this is a tournament from 1990. Oh, that's 30 years. So this is good enough to get me out of, well, semi-retirement. I wasn't retired, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, just didn't have motivation. I lost a bit of my chess passion for a bit, you know, as happens every now and then. And I wasn't doing too great mentally, but doing better now. And you know, I feel better when you know, when I'm doing videos and involved with chess. So let's try to change that. I have a lot of videos I want to do. I've been playing a bunch of games I want to analyze. And yeah, let's just get into it. Let's get back into the groove. Make some videos. It was also very nice to get some messages on YouTube and elsewhere. You know, people saying that, you know, they wanted to see my videos, and I also met some people at the Reykjavik Open who, you know, gave me some nice encouragement, which was fantastic. Thank you for that. But I want to look at this game. It's me as a I don't know if you can see it. Me as a 13-year-old, and my opponent in this game is Bragi Thorfinnsson, who is now a Grandmaster. Bragi was born in... He's 3 or 4 years old, younger than me. I think 4 even. So at the time of the game, he's 9 years old. He was one of the most promising youngsters in Iceland. So at this time, I had 1655 elo. Bragi had 1455. So I'm 13. This is roughly close to feed ratings, more or less, maybe slightly higher. But yeah, I haven't seen this game. I'm looking at it, so I'm just actually entering it as we do the video. The only thing I know is the result. I'm curious to see how I played and we played. So I had white. I opened with d4. We had knight f6. And I played c4. So mainland stuff. I think I usually played e4 when I was younger. So knight c3. And we have the Nimso, which Bragi has liked to play over the years. So seems like he started out early. And I played queen c2. And I have no recollection of having played this variation, and I'm sure at the time I had little to no knowledge about what was going on. Bragi played c5, and I played e3. I don't even know what we're supposed to do here. Maybe I'll play this line. Yeah, we take on c5. Yeah. It's d takes c5, knight a6, stuff like that. But okay, I play e3. Which is probably not a good move, because black can probably just take on d4, play d5, and I don't know if this move makes a lot of sense in that structure. Bragi played b6. I went for the bishop pair, probably not knowing what the bishop pair was all about. So he took a c3, and I correctly took with the queen. That's the point of playing queen c2. So at least I knew that. I'm guessing I didn't like double pawns back in the day. Bishop b7, and okay, I need to get these pieces out. I played f3, d6 by Bragi, bishop to d3, knight b to d7, and knight e2. Okay, so now we're getting ready to castle. Rook c8. He lines up his rook against my queen. I mean, so far nothing hugely out of the ordinary. I played b3, d5, and bishop e2. Excuse me. Today I'd be slightly worried, you know, about black maybe taking on c4, taking here, maybe knight d5 in some stages. Let's see what he did. Bishop e2. He played a6. I'm wondering if he like takes. Maybe there's nothing there. And white is just solid. Okay, he played a6. I castle. He castled. Rook a to c1. Guessing I had no clue where my rooks belonged in such a position, and probably still don't. Rook e8, knight f4. Kind of an aimless move. I guess the knight is better on g3 in some ways. At least supporting e4 if I want to do that. But okay. Queen c7. Now we see that the knight is a little bit vulnerable. He might have some... Wait, did I play that? Ouch, town. Oof, Ivar. So obviously I'm vulnerable to takes, and I played Rook 8 d1, it's on c1. We both wrote Rook 8 to d1. But my rook is already on c1, so I must have played Rook c to d1. Is that possible? We both wrote it incorrectly. Okay. Okay, Rook c1, Rook e8, Rook 8 d1. Okay, it must be this one. Rook 8 to d1. And he took on d4. And here I realized I can't take because he takes my knight, so a clever little trap, and if I take with the queen, he plays e5, wins my piece. So I figured that much out, and I go to d2. Oops, that's not what I played. I took an e3, that was a slip. There we go. Removed. So now I lost a pawn. I do have the bishop here, but this should be fairly good for black, especially after I decentralize my knight and allow him to play e5. And here I have to take on d5, otherwise d4. And that can't be good, so took. Now it says rook takes c1. So I must have played rook after d1. That makes no sense though. Oh, okay. So back here, I must have played rook. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. But somehow we both, me at 13, he at 10 or 9, we both wrote rook a to d1, but rook after d1 must have been the move. Rook after d1, and then he took, and I went here, and he took, and I took, and he played queen d6, and played knight h3, and played e5. Okay, so here we are. I took on d5, he took here, and I took with the bishop. Okay, some tactical eye there. I want my rook landing up against his queen, knight takes, and queen d2. Queen c5 check by Bragi, king h1. Okay, maybe I have slight compensation, you know, the bishop here. But he's up a pawn here, rook c8. I'm playing very passively. Bishop e2. Okay. For now, I got control of the entry squares. I'm attacking a pawn. Queen c7. Rook c1. Queen b8. Rook e1. Okay. I kick his queen to a worse square. Now I attack a pawn. He defends it. And my knight goes back to h3. What am I doing? What's the plan? Where are you going? I don't know where that is going. Rook, knight h3, b5. So Bragi is playing a lot more sensibly. Here I clearly have no plan. Maybe I'm in time trouble. This is 1 hour for 30 moves and then 20 minutes to finish. So it looks like I was in time trouble here. I had 1 minute left, so I played this move. I wrote the time 59 for both, so 97. I went back and he went here. So he used this time better, he improved his knight probably, but I just played back and forth. So now he hits my pawn, I go back, bishop to c2. I was surprised, but he's playing very solidly. He's 9 years old. He wins a pawn. Pieces are well placed, well coordinated. I'm being outplayed. b4. Knight 36. Queen d3. Okay, we have a tickle. We have a tickle. Will he see it? Will he see it? Oh, yes, he did. But it does weaken the dark squares a little bit. There's probably nothing much to worry about, but you know, once you move one pawn from the chain, the chain becomes vulnerable. So if I could somehow undermine, you know, then this might hang. So maybe knight f8 was better, but this is fine. This is probably fine. Bishop b3, bishop b3. Okay, pressure here. Here. Knight e2 c7. Okay, now we're starting to see maybe some tactical chances coming up here, because we have this pin. For the moment, it's well protected. I play rook c1. Some ideas of maybe taking, then taking this, getting 2 pieces for the rook. You play rook d8. I play knight f2. Ah, now we might see this weakness I talked about. Boom, boom. Knight e4 or knight g4. Do I know where the knight is going? King g7. Gets out of this pin, but now I pin him here. Okay, but he can play this. Knight e6, knight g4. Okay, good, good. We're targeting some stuff here. Knight d to f4. Queen e3. He takes and I take. So still, he's doing a good job of keeping control, although I do have some counterplay now. I'm trying to take on e5. He plays queen d6. Okay, he's hitting this. So if I take on e5, he takes my bishop. Play bishop b3. He plays knight d4. Still keeping great control. Okay, now I want to cover the move, so I don't want to see what happens. Bishop b3, knight d4. Queen d2. Pinning the knight. He plays bishop to d5, which still looks okay. Oh, did he bishop to d1? How did I win this? Bishop c4, g3. Okay, okay. He forgot. I'm limping in. It's very unconvincing. Queen h6 check. King h8. If he goes here, I take this. But now we're coming in. Ooh. Knight f8. Knight back to g4. Now I'm trying to take this and take here maybe. Plays knight f5. But what? That's not only is it hanging, bishop takes e5. Yeah, I'm just winning a piece. I lockboxed that one, didn't I? He took an h6, I took a check. King g7, bishop takes, king takes. And he resigned. Actually, he wrote more moves. Because there was an increment. When you're on to 5 minutes, you don't have the right moves. King d1, king e6. So it looks like we must have played this, maybe here. Yeah, he's not really riding the moves in a way that we can understand it. King e6, king f2, h5, 93. I must have played knight c4 here at some stage. But okay, I'm up a piece and a pawn, so I won. Yeah, nothing special. I mean, planted the pawn there pretty clumsily by not knowing what to do with the pieces. I mean, this is already a tricky formation to play around with. I guess you must be trying to play either protect it or advance it, so this doesn't really fit in with anything. But okay, we kept on fighting, but I was impressed with Bragi. He played, at 9 years old, he put his pieces on very natural squares, and I mean, up until like move 40, he's done nothing wrong. Maybe h5, just push the knight away. So let's say after this, here. Well, now I'm trying to take on e5, actually. So he played knight d4, he did too. Maybe now h5. And then I'm pushed back. So he's in trouble. No, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. Big trouble. Big trouble, pal. I have a funny line. Let's say we go here. Can we go? No, we can't. We can almost go here. Almost. The idea is if you take, I take this check, king g1, knight e2, take the queen. And the other idea is if, let's say, we could pass the move somehow. It's better actually if the queen is unprotected. Let's say bishop. Knight takes f3. Looks like a strong move. Because the queen is attacked, and if you take this guy, we have knight f2. But yeah, Bragi played well here. And no wonder that he's a grandmaster. And people think they can train to be a grandmaster. This is what grandmasters play at 9 years old. Come on. Pieces are natural squares, no mistakes, most of the game, and then he blunders. Okay, he's 9 years old, blunders in time trouble, but yeah, at 9 he's playing better than some adults I saw playing the other day in the tournament I was playing. So impressive, Bragi. Yeah, very impressive. I'm sorry I lockboxed that game. Probably not the last time I lockboxed you. Not the first and not the last. But yeah, that was fun. Maybe there's some other games we can look at, but we'll see. That was fun. Okay, I will try to analyze some games. I have some games that I played in the Icelandic League that I want to look at, and also in the Icelandic, I don't want to say senior championship, like 40 plus. Yeah, not senior, 40 plus. Which I finished yesterday actually. I played some good games there. So hope to see you soon. Nice to be back. And yeah, bye bye.